So let's go to this project 2018 Ultimate, and I'll go to the. Okay, let's first commit the files and pull it. Let's see what are the changes. Okay, so I committed all the changes. Let's start the npm start. Okay, this is the page, and let's see. I'll go to the list, manage list. We can add already the category, subcategory. Let's go to the videos, and if I go to this one right now, what I will do right now, I will put the YouTube URL. Maybe I'll put this one. So I will put this URL, and when I do the tab, I'm getting the input ID. That is, this ID is the main for our purpose. So all the fields are optional except the title and this YouTube URL. These two are compulsory, otherwise rest all are optional if user has to put it or not. Generally, if we put all the details, it will be better, but if we don't have time, at least we put these two things. And title will come automatically once we get that API done. And this thumbnail will be also come automatically once that API is done. We still have to add the two things. One is called as a category and subcategory. I will also give the option to put in the multiple categories and multiple categories, multiple subcategories, either or category or subcategory, wherever he wants to put, he can put in that thing. So let's create a select box where user can choose the category and subcategory. And so this is something will take some time to do. Let's do that one. So I will go here in the MyFlix in the videos section. So we need to show the category and subcategory. So let's create a select box. I will say choose category and subcategory or subcategory. I will make this as a select box, select statement. There will be no placeholder. There will be no value on it. So on change, I will call one function, choose category. Maybe I will say choose category and we'll see what is going in there. Console.log p.target.value. Let's see what is coming as a value. So if I build the select box, let's see what exactly fields we can build. So here is the select box. So we can, I'll select this select box and I'll choose as a list. I will allow multiple. I will be having the height of 5. Let's try to copy this fields and see if it is working or we need to use some different fields. So I'll say size 5, multiple, or I can say size 10 to give more space. And here, stop the select statement and I'll create options. Okay, I'll put one option. Right now I'm just putting 1, 2, but I will replace it with real category. So I can select multiple. I also found one URL where I can have. So today I was researching on this one. We can try this one also. So it's called the React Select, and in that we can go and see. We can have multi-select also. So it could be say strawberry or I will choose vanilla. Then I can choose caramel. I can remove it. I can choose different categories. I can disable the control. I can stay open when selected. I can keep this open. So we can do a lot of things with this one. Let's try to use this one. I haven't used this tool also before. So I will be doing it now. First time I am using this tool because I like this thing. I thought let's use this one. So generally when I teach, most of the things I might have done and then I show you, but some things is because this is a big project, so all the things I might have not done it. So this part I like this one. Let's see if any other thing which we can like it. Okay, so I like this one better than others. Let's try to use this one. So before even I use a category or subcategory, I will I will grab the all category list. So if you go to our categories.js, we have this get categories one. So I will call this get categories here. And I will call this when I will load the page. And then I will put it inside the I will put it inside the state, and state will be the categories. So I need to create the categories as a state. So let's add one more parameter, categories. And here in this one, I will see what are the state is coming. Let's check that what is the state. So let's try. Okay, so now if I see the state, where is the state? We don't have anything in the state. Let's refresh it. So I don't see the categories. Where is the category? I just now added it. Okay, I by mistake added in this only. Sorry, I have to add it here. Now I'll see what is the coming in the categories. So this is the categories. I am getting all the main categories, and inside main categories, I am getting all subcategories. So we will show the main category and subcategory here. Let's do that one now. So before we do, let's try to use the other one, multi-select box, and see how we can use that. So for this, we need to install the React Select. This is called React Select. So I will install this one like npm install React Select minus minus save. So you can also run whenever you get time. You can also run this one. Otherwise, this one will not work. Let's see after this install what we can do. So I have to import the select statement like this. Let's import it. Let's import the select statement. Then we have to get the variables which will be displayed in the screen. So let's build that variable. So right now, if you see, I have categories. That is this categories. Uh, that is this categories comes here, and we have subcategory. But we have to build something which is category and subcategory combination of that separate array. So let's do that first. So right now I have the categories as action, animation, children, and that one. So let's build first categories one. So when I loop through each one, I will create another array called as let show categories, for example, is equal to an array. So the show category will start like this. So I will say show category dot push. We have to push the object like this. like this. So we have to put the object like this one. So there will be label and there will be value. So label will be nothing but, if you see, label will be category is the label. In each one category is the label and ID is key, for example. So let's try to put that one. If I put value as a value ID, I may not know the exact, I may not know whether it's a category or subcategory. Okay, so we need to figure out that thing, because when I choose the value as ID, I will only know the ID, but I don't know the whether it's a category or subcategory, right? I can choose this action, animation, or we can allow user to only select subcategories, and in that case we can show this subcategory. Let's see how it goes. So for example, if I'm putting value as an object, let's see what's happening, and the label as a object dot category, for example. Let's see what is showing in the show categories. So we get an error. We need to import in the body or module. Okay, we put wrong import. Import should come before all the statements. So it will go here. Import should be at the top, and then there will be something. So here is the show category, and I'm putting label as an action, and value is something whole subcategory kind of thing. I don't need like this also. Okay, let's try to change it. For now, I will only put for now value. I will put object dot underscore ID. I'm not considering subcategory now because I want to see if it is coming correctly from the category. Then I will think whether how to put the subcategories. So now show categories. We have label and value. Label and value. Okay, so now it looks good. Now let's try to use it. So we have the flavors. So this is saying label, value, and dot concatenate. Okay, so they have created another one with the disabled one. So we can add extra parameters also, like disabled equal to true, and then they created something like that, multi-select field. So they created like this, and are they using any CSS? I don't see the CSS. There must be some CSS. investigate this package. So you have to import this one and then you have to import this CSS. Let's do that one also. Okay. So React DOM, this I already have. This is saying React input auto size. Let's see if we have this in our package. I will go into the node modules and see whether it is there or not. React input auto size, so it's already there. We don't. It automatically got installed when we install React Select. Now we have to go with the usage. It's saying create a selected option, and here what's saying here it's saying remove selected, disable, crazy, stay open, value, and RTI. Let's take this one, and I will put that. Okay, why not to put this in the separate component? Otherwise, it will be too much messy here. So let me save it as videos category.js because I don't need this video input in that. I need to put it in the separate one. Let's put it in the separate one. I will be using this separate one. I don't need these two right now. Let's do it only for the select box. I created this one select part. I created the state variable which is defined here. I won't be showing the right side, so I don't need the right side. Okay, I need the Firebase part because we need to get the categories. Now, one thing I want to tell you, I will show you one thing. We are inside the videos category. Now, let's say if I'm calling this videos category inside the videos because I want to grab that here. So, for example, I will say import from the category and I am putting that here somewhere. So let's say I'm putting it below or above here, category place. Let's say I'm putting it here. And here, let's make only one simple. Let's make a simple. We will make a simple text. I don't need this one. I'm deleting unnecessary lines of the code. Okay, I don't need the right side part. I won't be showing the right side. And here, for example, I am just putting simple text for now. Categories. No, let's see. Categories is coming. So we cannot find the CSS. So it's saying this CSS is not there. So it's saying React select list React select.css. Let's see if we have CSS that one. So we don't have CSS here. We don't have here. We don't have CSS here. So maybe we have to grab from somewhere. Let's see if they have it here. So this is all SCSS file. We don't have examples. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, we have this React CSS, React select CSS. So let's take this CSS and save it in our some folder. Maybe it can be used in multiple places. I will put in the common. So we have 4. So this is the CSS. So I will say here dot slash common, and I will say React CSS. Okay, so we got another error. So now you will see that I'm in the videos one file. I'm in the videos file, and here we created the routing for the videos. We created routing for the videos. So if I do console.log props as this dot props, let's see what's coming here. So you will see props is getting the match path, match path, match params, and list, which is coming in the URL. But if I copy this part inside the video category, I won't be getting the, so inside the category, you won't see all those which we are getting it here. So how will I get all this thing here? Because I want that URL, the path, match path. I need this params in the category. How will I get this one? Any suggestion? So there are two ways to do that. One of the way is when I go to videos.js, and when I'm calling the videos category, I can pass the props like this dot props. So all the props on this page will be passed to the videos category page. So I'm able to see this page, at least I'm seeing the categories. And if you see the props here, both are having the same props. Got it? You got this, how I'm doing it? Okay, now let's try to do another method. I'm just showing this another method for your knowledge point of view. Otherwise, we can use any of the methods. So if I remove this props part and I will go here, I'm getting the error. Now I will fix it with using different method. I'll go to the videos category and I will import with router. With router is another component from React router. And I will wrap this with router to my component name. So I will say with router and I will choose the component name. And here I will, instead of props, let's change the name video category props. So now you will see, I go to video category props. I'm getting all the same thing which I was getting in the props. That is the params list, I'm getting it. So if I'm passing here, that means I'm passing it again and again. Every time I have to pass it. So sometimes it becomes very difficult to pass from one to another place. So it's better to use the router. So we don't need to pass anything. It's automatically passed here. So just remember what I did. I created one import router with router and I use it wrapping to the component name. Then I'm using it in same way. Okay, so we will create one more state variable called as the categories. And now I'm in the video categories page. And I will delete the props here. I don't need to use this here. So now I can see categories. Now we will try to integrate this part. So we are in the video categories. This should be looking same thing what they are doing here. So they are creating this as a default one. Then they have some functions which I will copy it and I will put it here. So I don't want to shift to the right side, so I'm deleting the right side part. So this one is fine, checkbox is fine. You have selected the value, which is also fine. Okay, so this goes here. Let's see now what's happening. So we have the show categories. Where is the show categories part? Okay, show categories here. Let's delete this part from this page. So because we are getting the categories there, we don't need it to be passed here. So I'm getting all the categories. This is the state value where I am getting all the categories. Let's try to put this also in the some state variable so that I can use it. And I will also put this one. Now let's see one. So we have categories, which is something the whole object. And we have the show category, which is only the common part, label and value, which we will be using it right now. So I created this one. I created this all functions. Now let's go to the render part. Let's render. Since we won't be using this part option, let's try to only take this one. I'm taking crazy disable stay open value from the state. Crazy stay open disabled. stay open. Okay, now I will create this div class name. And then let's so this is the heading. I don't need the heading. Let's use this select statement. So close on select, I am saying not stay open. This dot state dot stay open. So this is actually stay open is nothing but the this dot state dot stay open, which is defined here. So if it is open, if it's saying open, then it will be, it will remain open after selection. So I will say true. I want it. What does crazy means? I don't know. Crazy means what? Okay, remove selected option true, disabled false, stay open true. We will see what exactly is this. So I will see what exactly is saying. So this is a checkbox, which is nothing but this checkbox list. And now let's see. Now placeholder is select your favorite. Let's change that one. So instead of favorite, I will say select your category. Category or categories. And remove selected is the state dot remove selected. RTL is this dot state dot RTL. So let's put RTL also. They are using it, though we will not be using RTL false. Options is not defined. Options we have to take. Which is option? What is option? There, let's see. So options is taking the options. So this is something, if crazy, then we remove it. Otherwise, we choose the flavors. Flavors is nothing but this one. So options is nothing but the array which we want to display. So it will be nothing but in our case, it will be this one. Instead of options, I will say this dot state dot show categories. Okay. So we'll see for each is problem. Hmm. Okay, so we are choosing here. It is there is choosing the flavors, which is nothing but the array, and then there is a label object inside the array. In our case, okay, we initially we don't have that until it comes from the server. So we can say here, if we have categories, then only show this select box. So we will say once we get the category from the server, then only show this. So now we are getting all the categories right now, but I'm not able to select it properly. So it's a problem. We will fix that one. So at least I'm able to show all the categories. So on change, we are calling this dot handle dot select change. That is this one. That is this one, handle dot select change. Okay, on change we are calling handle select change, that is this one. So the problem here can be we didn't use the bind, so that may be the problem. Let's try to use the bind. And we have toggle checkbox. Where is it? Toggle check. Option placeholder, remove your selected simple value. Where is the simple value? It may be something there. One options and value is this value. And where is the value? Value is coming from the state, and that is nothing but the array. Okay, now let's try to see. I'll try to change. So once I change, you have selected animation value. I choose children. I'm getting you have selected animation, and then I change it to children comedies. So you have selected comedies, and I'm using. But why multi is not working? Let's see. I'm using multi here. Okay, so now I'm able to select it, but it's not using multiple, and it's not remaining. It's not showing it here also as it was there. Something we are doing wrong. Mhm. We have multi, we have remove selected, we have RTL, we have value, and we have value. We have disabled, we have change on select. Everything looks same, but why we are not able to use the multi feature? So I put show category stay open equal to true, but still it's not opening. Like we see it here. If I say select open, it's open. Everything is open. But here I don't see it. In my case, it's not stay open when option is selected. Stay open when option is selected. So stay open, I made it true. Mhm. Stay open equal to true. And we are passing stay open on true. Close on select. Stay open equal to false. Disable multi is there. On change is there. Option placeholder remove selected is there. Hmm. I don't know why I'm not able to select it. To figure out why it's not showing multiple. Any ideas why multi is not working? Any reason why multiple is not working? And open is also not working. I am selecting it's going down. It's not using it. Let's see. Mhm. So let's go to GitHub, Compass. We have option. We are using same thing. We are using the same thing. We are using handle select change. Which is nothing but this one. Then we are using options, placeholder, remove selected, right side, simple value. Getting something. So we are not getting the multi-select here right now. So I will commit my code. So you try to figure out what can be the problem. Tomorrow, let me know what is the problem, and I will also see what is the problem with this code. What thing I missed it. So I will give you two URL. I will commit my code. So you need to. Okay, this is the example I will give you in the chat. Also, I will put it in my README. So you need to find out why multi is not working and open is not working. It's not opening and it's not multi-selecting. We will also add subcategory tomorrow. I will think where should I put it. So try to figure out why multi is not working. So first, what you have to do, you have to create a sample project, a simple. If you see the code here, this code is written in ES5 version. That's the reason it is not the class extends component. They are using the ES5 version. So you have to just get the internal from that. You get it as a separate. So you should not put comma because in ES6 we are doing ES6. We don't have comma. So you have to just take this and add it. So just put this code inside one separate project and see if it is working like this one. Try to create this one, and see if everything is working as expected. And if it is not working, then you have to debug it. Otherwise, we will debug it tomorrow together. Because I may not get time in the day, so I will debug it with you. So tomorrow night we will debug this problem, why it's not working as expected. So first you try it, and then I will also